it's this idea of actually having users or players instead of viewers. This is an interesting stat, and you guys indexed a little high against this. And this, by the way, is the UK. It's not the US. It just came out a couple months ago. So frequency of using other media while watching TV by age. If you're 30, about 90% of you are using some other media while you are watching television. Okay? Not what anybody in television has in mind. Certainly not what anybody who's advertising on television has in mind. Right? 90% using some other media. About 40%, or between 30 and 40%, are online. Right? You guys, it looked like it was more like 50 or 60. And whatever number it is going to be more next year. And that's really interesting to us. Because this is what it means. This is what a living room looks like now. Right? Or this one. This is in Dubai. Like somebody put this up, like this is my living room. This is just like scanning through Flickr on living rooms. This is how we engage entertainment. There's no question, right? This is what it means to watch television now. It will mean it more next year, and it will mean it more the year after that. And that's really different than this. It's really different. And here I'm going to quote a good friend and kind of like the spiritual godfather of area code, which is a guy named Clay Shirky, who's a really brilliant thinker about all things social and all things internet. Oh, no, I'm not. Well, yes, I am. Yes, I am. And he says, I was having dinner with a group of friends about a month ago, and one of them was talking about sitting with his 4-year-old daughter watching a DVD. And in the middle of the movie, apropos nothing, she jumps up off the couch and runs around behind the screen. That seems like a cute moment. Maybe she's going back there to see if Dora's really back there or whatever. But that wasn't what she was doing. She started rooting around in the cables, and their dad says, what are you doing? And she stuck her head out from behind the screen and said, looking for the mouse. Looking for the mouse. And then Clay continues, here's something that 4-year-olds know. A screen that ships without a mouse ships broken. Here's something 4-year-olds know, says Clay. Media that's targeted at you but doesn't include you may not be worth sitting still for. That's interesting. And that's either your biggest problem or a huge opportunity. So we went with opportunity. So we ended up doing this for A&E. So A&E is launching, they're going to start showing The Sopranos. But the episodes, they're doing like season 1 of The Sopranos 6 years later. And by the way, they had to cut out 8 minutes because you got to get ads in there. And also it's censored with the stuff that you have to censor. And the question is, why would you watch a rebroadcast? Why would you watch a rebroadcast of something that you've seen already, you may have on DVD, et cetera, et cetera? Like, what's going to do that? And what we said is, well, maybe there's something we can do to that. Maybe there's something we can build on top of that that makes it more meaningful because you've already seen it. So we came up with a game called the Sopranos Connection. I can't go into all the details of it, but the essential idea here is that you collect the people, places, and things of The Sopranos. You arrange them based on what you think is going to happen on tonight's episode. And then when that episode comes live tonight, let's see if this works. This is going to work. It's great. Okay. When the episode comes live tonight, your pieces are going to animate and score in perfect sync with the live broadcast of The Sopranos. All right? Which, that's uncanny. Okay? That's really, really weird. Like to sit, and we did this. We sat in our homes and they're like, wow, it's like the television is talking to my computer. Because why not? Right? Why wouldn't you do that? Right? Because that's the mouse, right? And so basically, as characters, you'll see Tony appear there in a second, and then you'll see his piece light up. Boom. Basically, the idea that, so now the rebroadcast isn't less valuable because I've seen it before. It's more valuable because it's like, oh, yeah, I've been thinking about this episode. This is the one where Tony and Carmela, and now I have something to do with that, right? Now that's information, right? And there's a way to play that.